Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about the topic is random access. Okay, this random access it will be comes under the media access control. Um, so here, what is the random access and what are the types of the random access and what are the technologies? Okay, we are going to use in this random access. Okay, everything we are going to discuss in this today session. Yes, here the multiple access protocol, okay, they are going to use for they are going to distinguish between three protocols. The one is random access protocol, and second one is controlled access protocol, and third one is channelizations. Okay, in this random access protocol, again we are going to classify it into four things. That is multiple access, as well as carrier sense multiple access, that is CSMA, and CSMA CD and CSMA CA, that is carrier sense multiple access collision detection and carrier sense multiple access collision avoidance, that is what CSM CA. So this will be comes under random access protocol. And then when we are going to move on to the controlled access protocol, this controlled access protocol, again it is going to classify it into three things. One is reservation, pooling, and token passing. Again channelization protocol, again we are going to discuss under this protocol FDMA, that frequency division multiple access, time division multiple access, as well as the code division multiple access. Okay, this this all the methods or all the technologies, okay, we are going to use under the multiple access protocol. So now we are going to see one by one what is random access protocol. See, this random access protocol, basically it is going to classify it into multiple access. Then I only told the CSME, CSMA CA, CSM CD, everything. Okay, see, this random access protocol, like here, whenever okay it is going to start the transactions, or whenever it is going to sending the data from one device to another device, okay, it is going to do the transaction for randomly. This is what the random access protocol means. Like they are going to accessing the transmission medium randomly. Okay, and they are going to sensing the particular transmission medium, okay, that should be randomly. So these all are the n number of okay terms or n number of definitions, okay, we are going to use in the random access protocol. Then this random access protocol, okay, it is going to it is going to classify it into three things. One is CSMA, that is carrier sense multiple access, and carrier sense multiple access collision detection and collision avoidance. Okay, so now we are going to use what is the carrier sense multiple access. See here, the carrier sense multiple access, okay, whenever whenever the medium, okay, they are going to sensing the each station, okay, they are going to accessing the medium, or whenever the each stations, okay, they are going to sensing the medium, okay, whether the particular medium is ideal or busy. Okay, if the medium is ideal, okay, if the medium is ideal, then only they can start the transactions, okay, or else it is not able to do the transactions, okay, which is nothing but here whenever the medium will be free, okay, they are going to sending the data in that particular transaction. Okay, if it is not, they are not able to send any data until that medium is free. Okay, so suppose if all the suppose if the medium is busy, okay, during that time we have to do n number of transactions, okay, during that time the collision will be a occur. So that is what our CSMA CSMA CD, that is whenever, okay, if the medium is not able to free, since we have to able to do the transactions, obviously the collision will be a occurs. So that okay, so that we are going to use for the carrier sense multiple access. The carrier sense multiple access here, just it is a part of okay, they are going to sensing the transmission medium whether it is free or ideal. Okay, so say whether it is busy or ideal. If it is ideal, they are going to sending the data from one device to another device. Okay, if it is not ideal, okay, they are not able to send the data until that medium is free. Okay, so here the next one is okay, the multiple access. Okay, the multiple access, here we are going to discuss about the different types of see in this like multiple access. Okay, we are going to discuss about the topic is aloha. And this aloha, okay, we are going to use for two types of aloha. One is slotted aloha and the another one is pure aloha. So what is the pure aloha? I'll like now I'm going to like started with the aloha. Okay, aloha, it is one of the multiple access protocol. Okay, they are going to developed by Hawaii. Okay, University of Hawaii. Okay, the year of 1970. Okay, they are going to design for the radio wireless channel. Okay, based on that, okay, they are going to design the aloha. Here the radio wireless channel, okay, they are going to use the transmission medium. Okay, and they can be like this aloha, okay, they can be shared the information, okay, any devices, okay, through this wireless radio wave, okay, wireless channel. Okay, they are going to use for one of the medium or transmission medium. Okay, through that they are going to accessing the or transfer the data from one device to another device. Okay, so here like this aloha, okay, like we are going to use for the two types. One is slotted aloha, another one is pure aloha. Okay, so this slotted aloha, 1 minute, yeah, before that, okay, I'm going to like explain about the pure aloha. See, this pure aloha, okay, each stations, okay, they are going to sending the frame from one device to another device or one channel to another channel. Okay, if suppose like at the same time, okay, at the same time you look at this diagram. Okay, see, this is the pure aloha network. Here the station 1, okay, see here the station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4. Okay, here we are going to use for the 4 stations. In this 4 station, each station they are going to carry 2 frames, that is 2 data. Okay, 2 data they are going to carry in the same transmission medium. Like that, all 4 stations, okay, it's having 8 data or 8 frames. Okay, it is going to transfer that each and every data, okay, their own transmission medium. Okay, whenever the station 1 wants to send the frame, okay, the first frame, as well as the station 2, okay, they are going to sending the second frame, like that, so on, station 3, station 4, okay, they keep on, they are going to sending the frames. But the station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4, okay, they are going to sending the frame, okay, their like respective their stations frame in same time slot, or like it is in the same duration. So that particular frame we are going to call it as the collision frame, or it is a collision durations of frames. See, you look at this diagram here. See, these all are the collision detection frame. Why? Because so every stations, okay, they are going to transfer the frame, okay, in the same time slot. Okay, so that this particular frames we are going to call it as the collisions frame. Okay, like that. Okay, here also, so like the second attempt also, okay, here the station 2 as well as the station 4, okay, again they are going to affected with the collision, so that this frame we are going to call it as the collision frame. Here the only is station 1 frame 1. Okay, here see the station 1 frame 1 as well as the station 3, okay, frame 2, okay, we are going to call it as the collision free frame. Only these 2 frames are, okay, they are going to reach to the destinations. So this is what the pure aloha. Here, yes, see, the next one is slotted aloha. And one more time, okay, we have to do the backup, okay, or we have to like prevent this conjunction, or to like we are going to like avoid this collision. We are going to use for the back of time. Okay, the back of time, which is nothing but, okay, whenever the sender has to, okay, whenever the sender, okay, it is going to take the time to resend that particular frame one more time or one more attempt, that particular durations, okay, we are going to call it as the back of time. Okay, this is the only one method, okay, we are going to preventing this collisions. Then here like after the one more method, that is two methods here. So one method is back of time and second one is we are going to use for the maximum attempt or like maximum time. Okay, we are going to resending the frame, okay, in that particular loop. Okay, how many times means, so that should be a maximum will be a 15 times, 0 to 15 times. Okay, we are going to resend it that particular frame. Okay, more than that, okay, more than that attempt will be got over, that particular transactions will be aborted. So this is what the two method or two prevention method, okay, to avoid the collision we are going to using in the random access protocol. The next one is, what is the slotted aloha? See, the slotted aloha here each station they are going to divide it into n number of slots. Okay, n number of time slots. Okay, so then even like station 1, okay, it's having same 2 frames. Okay, they are going to sending 2 frame, but the station 1, okay, they are going to divide it in the divided in that time into time slot. Okay, within that time they have to send the data and they have to get the acknowledgement back from the receiver. So this is what the slotted aloha. Like that here, station 1, station 2, station 3, station 4, okay, all the stations, okay, they have they already divide the time into time slot. Okay, based on that they have to do the transactions. Then what is the major difference between the pure aloha and slotted aloha? In the pure aloha, okay, there is no any time slot over there. Okay, so normally, okay, they are going to sending the data, they are going to moving the data from one device to another device, but each station, okay, they are going to carry 2 data or 2 frame. Okay, but here station 1, station 2, station 3, okay, everything they are going to depends on the time slot in the slotted aloha, but in the pure slotted aloha, okay, they are not depend on the time slot. Okay, so normal transactions will be happens, but whenever the same time, okay, all the stations are sending the frames from one device to another device, okay, that particular frame we are going to call it as a collision frame. But here, okay, to compare to pure aloha, okay, the started aloha, here also collision is there, but the compared to pure aloha, okay, here the started aloha, so better better means compared to that, here we are going to seeing very less collision frames. Okay, but in pure aloha, okay, we are seeing more collision in that particular frame, but here slotted aloha, okay, we are going to seeing very less collision. Okay, because of we have divided the time into time slot. See, you look at the here, so only the station 2, station 3, okay, as well as the station 4, okay, it is going to affected with the collision. Like that, see, you look at here, and here also, see, here also the station 1 as well as the station 4, okay, it is going to affected with the collision. But here station 1 first frame, station 2 second frame, station 3 third frame, and station 4 fourth frame, okay, they are going to it is not affected with the collision. Okay, these all are the collision free frames. Okay, they are going to sending from destination. So to avoid this problem, okay, we are going to use for the vulnerability. Okay, what is the vulnerability? So it is the it is going to measuring the length of the data, or it is going to measure the length of the message, okay, from station 1 to station 2. So this is what the vulnerability time. Okay, here you look at here the station, the station B, okay, they are going to sending the data in the one slot, and the device A and device C, okay, they are going to sending the data into the second slot, but device A as well as device C, okay, they are going to collide with each other, means, okay, because same slot, okay, they are going to sending the data. So this particular durations or this particular station we are going to call it as the collision frame, or the collision stations. Okay, so it it is not affected with, okay, it is not affected with any other, but whichever the stations, okay, they are going to affected by itself, that particular stations, okay, we are going to call it as the collision station. So here the collision station will be a C. Why? Because the collision stations, okay, they are going to affected with the they are going to tag with the collision A. So that, okay, this particular time we are going to call it as the vulnerable time. Thank you.